Good morning, kindergartners. Today we're going to do the wet, dry, try again, but this time we're going to make more letters. You're going to practice with your chalkboard. So go ahead and get your mini chalkboard out, and you'll need a piece of chalk, and you'll need a wet sponge. So make sure you get this wet. You can have like a little cup if you want next to you to get it wet. And then you'll need your eraser. So either the washcloth one or the one that I included, you need your eraser. So let's go ahead and begin. And the first thing that we're going to do is our frog jump capitals. So if you remember, the page that we did in the workbook was frog jump capitals. So we're going to do that on our chalkboard, practicing them. This is like the gray block in our workbook. Remember when we did those in here? That's like the gray block. So let's go ahead and begin. I have my student here with me that's going to do it as I say the letters. So for the letters, all the frog jump capitals, we're going to start in the starting corner. Remember, we have to start in the starting corner. And let's go ahead and pick up our chalk. Starting corner, you're going to do a big line down, frog jump back to starting corner, little line across in the middle, making that F. Okay, now you're going to take the wet sponge and you're going to make it again. Starting corner, big line down, frog jump back to starting corner, little line across, go to the middle of the middle, big line and little line across. Now you're going to take your eraser, start at the starting corner, make your F, go big line down, that frog jump back up, little line across, and little line across. And that is the letter F, wet, dry, try. So we're gonna do another letter, another frog jump letter. I'm not gonna tell you it until you do your big line down. So get your chalk, big line down, frog jump to the starting corner. Now you're going to make a E. So little line across, go to the middle, little line across, and then go to the corner, little line across. There's our letter E. So we started with that big line down, frog jump up, and then we made a letter E. So let's do our sponge now. Same thing, starting corner, big line down, frog jump back up, little line across, and little line across. There's our letter E with the sponge. Now we're gonna dry. Starting at the starting corner, big line down, frog jump back up, little line across, and little line across. It's dry. That's wet, dry, try, letter E. Next one, we're gonna do the same thing. Starting corner, big line down, frog jump back up. Now make the letter D. So you're gonna do a big curve around, down to the corner, letter D. Now we're gonna take our sponge, do the same thing. Starting corner, big line down, frog jump back up, big curve around. There's our letter D. Then we're going to take the eraser and do the same thing. Starting corner, big line down, frog jump back up, big curve. All right, doing the same thing. Start at your starting corner, big line down. Now you're going to make the frog jump back up. Now you're going to make the letter P. So little curve around to the middle of the big line. Now do the same thing with your sponge. Starting corner, big line down, frog jump back up, little curve around to make the letter P. Then we're going to do an eraser, starting corner, big line down, frog jump back up, little curve around. Can you go get more water? I think we need more water. So we've done the letter F, the letter E, the letter D, the letter P. Those are all frog jump capitals. We're going to do 4 more. You guys are doing great so far. If your sponge gets dry, you can always get more water. That's why I recommend like a little cup or something next to you so you can get it wet. So let's start again, starting corner, big line down, frog jump back up to the starting corner. Now you're going to make the letter B. So you're going to do a little curve to the middle of the big line and then another little curve to the corner. And now do your sponge. Starting corner, big line down, frog jump back up, little curve, little curve. There's our letter B. Then we're going to dry. Starting corner, big line down, frog jump back up, little curve, little curve. Now our B is dry. Let's do our next letter. Go ahead and get your chalk. And starting corner, big line down, frog jump back up to the corner. Now you're going to do the letter R. So you're going to do little curve to the middle of big line and then a little line diagonal. Nice. Now you're going to get the sponge and do it again. Starting corner, big line down, frog jump back up, little curve, and then diagonal down. There's our letter R. Now we're going to dry the letter R. Starting corner, big line down, frog jump back up, little curve to the middle of big line, then diagonal down, little line. That's the letter R. Now we're going to continue with another letter. Starting corner, big line down, frog jump back up to the starting corner. Then you're going to make the letter N. So you're going to do a big line diagonal to the other corner and big line back up to the other corner there. So once again, it's starting corner, big line down, frog jump back up, big diagonal down to the other corner, and big line up. So let's do sponge. Starting corner, big line down, frog jump back up, big line diagonally, and then big line up to the corner. Then we're going to dry. Go ahead and dry. Big line down, frog jump back up, diagonal across to the other corner, then big line up. Three big lines for that one. We're going to do the next letter. This is going to be our last letter for our frog jump capitals. So starting corner, big line down, frog jump back up to the starting corner. Then we're going to make the letter M. So we're going to do lots of diagonals for this. So we have 4 big lines. We did our first big line. We're back up to the starting corner. Now we're doing a big diagonal down to the middle here, big line diagonal up to this corner, and big line down to this corner. Great. So that is the letter M, capital. Now we're going to do sponge. Starting corner, big line down, frog jump back up to the top, big diagonal line down, big diagonal line up, big line down. Okay, now dry. Starting corner, big line down, dry, back up, frog jump, diagonal down to the middle, diagonal up to the corner, diagonal down to that corner. And there's the letter M. Great job today. You can always pause throughout the video if you need to stop and then just follow along with me as you pause throughout the video if you need to, if it's too fast. Great job today, and we will see you next time. Thank you.